Going to be my first YouTube video post-show. I did vlog or document my prep up to 1 week out, and then unfortunately on the show day Vic couldn't get content because of the COVID rules. She couldn't come backstage and everything. So this is my first YouTube video now post-competition and into my off-season. So if I just rewind to the competitions, I did 2 natural shows. The first show I did on one weekend. The first show was 2 bros, and I won that one. And then UKBFBA was on the Sunday, and I came 3rd in that one. So really happy with that. Looking at the pictures as well, like me and my coach know what we want to work on moving forward. So I'm not going to be competing in 2021, the next shows are going to be 2022, so we're going to have a nice long off season. Yeah, to spend a whole year growing, and that's what I'm going to be documenting now. So once a fortnight, me and Junior are going to catch up. We're going to record some content, maybe do like a Q&A, get some stuff off Instagram, like stuff that you want to know about going into like a muscle growth phase. Along the way, I'm sure there'll be like a mini diet and stuff as well, so there'll be lots to talk about in terms of like training, nutrition, mindset. But it's really just going to be like me documenting my personal journey, going, gaining muscle, cutting down, going back into a growth phase, and then into shows in 2022. So I just want to like document how I do it, how I feel, training, nutrition, etc. So we're now about 2 months post-show. I guess if I go backwards in time and talk about the transition out of my show, I took 1 week off the gym. I'm coached by Josh McHale. He increased my foods straight back up. We took out cardio. We just kept steps in, so took out a lot of stress on the body that way. And then back into training, and it's actually been going really well. We did obviously have another lockdown. So that kind of interrupted training, but hopefully, touch wood, everything stays open now. So we're about a week or 2 post-lockdown, and strength is going really well actually. Calories, I can check my calories, what calories I'm on today. So around 3,200 on a training day. Today I'm on 3,275, and then on a rest day I'm on 2,859. But this is my food plan that Josh gives me. I've actually adjusted the foods, tweaked it a little bit, and I'm a little bit flexible with my food in my off season. I think when you're really strict on prep, you need to be able to be flexible in off season. So if I want to swap a few things in and out, that's absolutely fine. So those are estimated calories. And also my off-season, which is different from my prep, is that I don't track like vegetables, sauces, like this won't be tracked, which has got a bit of milk in it. And yeah, maybe the odd extra, I don't know, a bit of chocolate or something. So those are estimates right now, but definitely in a good surplus. I'm feeling good, feeling really, really strong in the gym. Like I'm getting PBs every session at the minute, even post-lockdown, which is really good. So today's going to be a leg day. We're gonna, just go through all the exercises. I'll talk you through it, what I'm doing and why. I can actually get my exercises up today as well. Leg day. Today we have seated hamstring curl, leg press, glute drive, Bulgarian split squat, which I hate, abductor calves. So that's on the agenda today. But I thought probably today's best to talk about post-show, and I think everyone's really interested or struggles with as well, like coming out of show and gaining weight, because I'm now about 10 kilograms above my stage weight. My stage weight was around, before I carved up actually, I was around 57, maybe even 56, and I'm now at 67. So I've actually handled that fine. Like I said, my coach upped my calories straight away, which is really important to make me feel full and satiated and to prevent any binging. It's also helped me recover really well because, as I said, like my training's really, really good, my energy's good, my sleep's good. My digestion's good, like recovery's been so good and so much better than last year. And that is, I think, because we took calories straight up and we pulled out cardio straight away. But yeah, mentally I've been fine with it, to be honest. I think I knew what to expect from having competed the year before, which I did find harder mentally. But yeah, this year I haven't tried to resist the weight gain. I've just allowed it to come on. I ate sensibly. I followed my calories, but if I wanted a little bit extra, I had it, and I didn't beat myself up about that. But at the same time, there was definitely like no binging, or even there wasn't the desire really to eat loads of food after my show, which was a bit weird. But I'm very comfortable with the weight gain, and I think I'm just looking at it very much from a performance perspective. Like, I'm so excited for my off-season, I'm so excited to get stronger and to grow. So to do that, you have to have a certain percentage body fat anyway. Like, you wouldn't want to waste your time and be wasting off-season time because you're trying to still stay lean, which is just not feasible at the end of the day. And then from like a body image perspective, I don't particularly, I think because of my anorexia recovery, I've handled it before, so I know what's coming, and I don't find it particularly hard, like seeing my body change. I think the hardest part of the off-season and post-show is the digestive issues that I had, like a lot of bloating, because when you've cut out foods for 5 or 6 months on prep, when you re-add them or add them back in, I had some really kind of bad stomach pains and bloating, and that's died down now. But generally in off-season, when you are eating more food, like I am, you do get bloated quite a lot, and you just have to remember that that's not fat, that's just your body digesting food, and maybe don't wear a tight t-shirt. So yeah, if anyone has questions about mindset or nutrition or anything that I haven't explained post-show, then just obviously ask me, but that's generally been how it's gone, and it's gone really well. So that, yeah, like I said, very excited for the off-season. We're going to go train legs now. I'm going to have my pre-workout bagel. I've had my breakfast. Yeah. So we have hamstring curl. First of all, seated hamstring curl rep range is 8 to 10 and 10 to 12. So we're going to start on that. So I've been training in Vibrams for like a couple of weeks, and it's made such a difference to my lower body training, because you can just grip onto the floor so much better. Like if you're going to do, like I've got leg press today, Bulgarian split squat, you can just, your contact with the floor is just much more stable. I can't describe it. I tried to train in trainers after I'd used these, and it just felt like shit, so. So I'm just doing a couple of warm-up sets. First exercise, you'll need to do more, obviously. So I do a couple of what I just call like warm-up sets, where I'm just getting the blood pumped into the muscle, and then I'll go slightly heavier towards my working set and do more of like a feeder set, so to like gauge the weight and to get the mind-muscle connection going. So basically, when I log my weights, I'm also logging the time that I trained, what pre-workout I took, if I took one, how many meals I've had, just these little details which might influence whether I have a more positive or negative session. For example, if I trained really badly several times because it was maybe 9 AM and I'd only had one meal in me or something, for example, then I'll be like, right, okay, well, I'll change up my, I'll train in the afternoons and I won't train in the mornings, but it's always good to make a note. train to failure. Get as many reps as you can do before it kind of just turns to shit really. I think I got 8 reps on that last one. I'm not going to count that last one, it wasn't very good. 7 reps is what I've logged. I'm now going to back off to 80 and again train to failure, so we'll see how many I can get. I asked Josh on my leg press whether he wanted a hamstring or a quad focus, and I've forgotten what he said. So I'll change my setup. So this is legs 1 today, so more hip dominant. So more hamstring and glute focus. It's like a freezer in there. Test this for a rep or 2, see how it feels, and then I want to go up. I want to try 220 for today. See how it feels. I'm gonna try 220. Let's see. Yeah. This is my first session. There's been a few adaptations to my plan, so the first week or 2 gauging the weights might be a little bit off in terms of hitting the rep range or not, but it's fine. 220 for 10, so that's the best I've done coming out of lockdown and prep and stuff. So yeah, this one, like I said, I'm just trying to focus on the hamstring and the glutes. So really making sure that I'm driving through the heel and I have my feet slightly higher up on the plate. Really nice and slow and controlled on the way in to get that tension build up down here. And trying to keep that tempo like the same way the whole way through. So the last rep should look like the first rep really. See you in a minute. I've actually got 3 sets on this one. So the first rep range is 8 to 10, second is 10 to 12. I got 10 there, and I reckon I can get 10 again, so I'm not going to drop the weight down. Just give myself enough rest time to make sure that I hit the next set. I spent ages setting myself up, so I want to make sure that like I get a really good connection and that everything feels good before I then push off. Yeah, so slightly higher up, toes ever so slightly outwards, but not all the way out. You want to have them about 10 to 15 degrees out, so that you want to like glue them onto the plate. This is how I describe it to my PT clients, like glue your foot onto the plate and then screw it outwards, and when we screw out we get that external rotation through here, abductors engaged, and it just keeps the knees travelling in the right motion. So that's what I'm doing when I'm getting my setup, just making sure that my contact point with the plate is good. My next set's the same rep range, so I reckon if I rest enough and give myself a few minutes, I can get that again for 10 reps, I reckon. Don't know if you don't try, so we'll see. Be on the glute drive next, but someone's on it, so I'm doing my third exercise instead. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. I'll just make a note of that in my logbook, because it might affect the performance on the next one. Whew, right, Bulgarian split squats on the Smith. I absolutely hate this exercise, so just got to crack on and do it. It's really good for glutes and hamstrings, which is my weakness. So I should enjoy it because it's going to bring up my weaknesses. This is the exercise where I really question why I do this. Like, why do I put myself through this? I think once you've pushed yourself mentally, and it's a discipline as well, makes you feel good for being disciplined and, I don't know, confronting a challenge. God, my face is so ugly. 8 reps. Again with this one, to really feel it in my glute and hamstring. I'm focusing on digging into my heel, both up and down. My torso is like slightly coming forwards as well, just to allow that hip flexion and stretch on the glutes. I'll see in a minute and I'll do the other leg. And I know I can get another 8, so I'm going to keep the same weight and not drop it. Nothing else to say, I'm dead. Back off now. That's progress on those first 2 top sets. So I'm going to back off to the same weight which I did last week, which is 50. Once this one's done, I can enjoy my session. I just hate this one so much. I think because it feels like it goes on forever because you've got to do one leg then the other. Got the glute drive next. Like I said, I had to switch over the order, but to get on that. I think I did 120 last time, so I'll be looking to do the same again, if not more. Just making sure that my muscle connection is always there, controlled, good tempo, stuff like that. I like this one, so I'll be happy now. And then after this, it's just accessories, so leg extension, I think adductor or abductor, one of those, and then calves. So yeah. high rep range here. I can't remember what I did last time. I didn't write down what I did last time for some reason. See how it goes. Just making sure that I get a full stretch at the bottom, no bounce at the bottom, pause, drive onto my tiptoes, get a good squeeze for a second and then control down. So just one more set on this and then I'm done. Right, gonna have my post-workout food, which is, I can't remember what they are, they're these cinnamon like shreddies and they're really good. So really happy with that session. I think all my lifts went up. I don't know why I'm looking at you because you don't know. I think all my lifts went up. Everything felt really good. Yeah, just a solid session really. Just what you've got to do day in, day out. Now I'm going to go home, or eat this, then go home, eat lunch, and then do client check-ins for the rest of the day. So I think next time I film will be in 2 weeks, well the next upload will be in 2 weeks time, and I'm going to probably do a session with Vic. We'll do either push or pull so you see a different session. And I'll talk about any changes to the plan, like my training program, any updates from Josh, yeah. And I might even put up a Q&A on my story, see if there's anything that you guys want to know about, like what exactly that I'm doing if I haven't explained it. But no, that's that. Good session. Gonna eat. Over and out. Done.